So let's talk a little bit about some of the pain points. So our organization has been involved with a large number of organizations who are either looking to or have implemented some type of compliance management system. And uh, during that, there are kind of common things that uh, common pain points. And again, this list is not intended to be all inclusive. Every organization is slightly different. However, they do fall into, um, on average, about 8 main areas. And so we'll just talk about them for a second. Operational efficiency. So maximizing operational efficiency. Um, is a balancing act, and inefficiencies in processes, in procedures, in resource utilization can impact productivity and ultimately profitability. Another area that is potentially an issue is workforce training or competency tracking. So ensuring that personnel possess the necessary skills, training, and are competent to perform their tasks is very important. And so inadequate training ultimately can lead to accidents or other non-compliances or findings. Supply chain. So again, managing a complex global supply chain involving different suppliers and contractors or subcontractors is challenging. And it's tough to make sure that quality, environmental, and safety standards are upheld throughout that supply chain. So organizations sometimes struggle with that. Audit inspection preparedness. So being prepared for a third-party audit, a customer visit, even internal quality audits or management reviews requires a lot of documentation and monitoring and controls in place. And that can be really resource intensive, in some cases stressful, especially if you're trying to manage everything either manually or with some type of hybrid type system. Data management is another area that really creates some problems within an organization. So gathering and organizing and managing all this compliance data from multiple sources can be really daunting, especially if you consider the the volume and variety of data that comes in some operations. So asset integrity is another area. So maintaining equipment and infrastructure is really vital. And so having an effective preventive maintenance program in place, making sure that equipment is maintained and in safe operating order, and doing that on a regular basis sometimes can create issues for organizations. So although not really required by standard, one thing that I do want to touch on is, the resource intensiveness. So, implementing and maintaining a compliance management system really requires um, a lot of resources, time, personnel, financial investment to ensure proper understanding and implementation and monitoring. So not only prior to uh, our initial assessment, we're putting a lot of time and effort and money into it, but also moving forward. And so again, we want to be mindful of the amount of resources that are required. And then finally, legacy systems. So a lot of organizations are either handling things manually, maybe with a hybrid system like SharePoint. They may even be utilizing some type of software product that is out there. Um, but or they may have developed internal systems as well. Um, but uh, they're these can be inefficient. They can be error prone. Maybe the software application that people are using doesn't measure up to contemporary standards. And so again, there is a f- there's apathy where organizations will be in an impression of, hey, if it's not broke, why fix it? But again, we're missing opportunities. We're missing opportunities for improvement, for efficiency, for profitability. And so again, I think it takes a process, and so we can help bring over that legacy data into a new system, um, and really streamline that process for you.